This is Digital Media Project 3 by Sharon Amir, a story of the journey of overcoming your fears. In the first story about Ragnell and Gawain has a moment when he's alone with his new wife, only she isn't the ugly and disgusting woman everyone thought she was. She was a beautiful and desirable woman. This was a point of resonance for me because it is symbolic of having a life-changing realization about something incredible that has been in front of you the whole time, but that you were too blind to see. Gawain was too blind to see that his wife Ragnell actually had a lot of beauty and that she wasn't ugly and disgusting, rather she was everything he wanted. In the story of the lion, any man who wants to become king needs to face the lion and not be fearful, otherwise the lion will kill them. This was a point of amplification for me, because the prince that finally did stand up to the lion had to conquer all of his fears to get the incredible honor of leading an entire kingdom. In the story, we see a lot of failed attempts for men to face the lion, but the one that does face the lion with confidence and courage gets the reward of becoming king. But facing fears is not so easy. In fact, the biggest decisions in life that have the most meaning and the most impact can be the most difficult and cause internal conflict or dialogue. I often get discouraged while studying for the MCAT. I feel like I'm not good enough or smart enough on the one hand, but then another voice tells me that I have to push through and that I can succeed. I persevere because I have an end goal of becoming a doctor and helping others, which helps me push through even though it is a challenging journey for me. The complication that is caused by this inner dialogue happens in many other aspects of my life, aside from the MCAT, and is something I always have to push through. Looking at a historical example, pushing through and persevering through fear is something that the Jewish people had to do while they were slaves to Pharaoh in Egypt. In this case, the Jewish people were fighting for their lives and their survival by pushing through, so it was a much more serious decision to have to make to work through the fear. However, this example shows that staying strong and working through the fear can save your life, and was proven to help the Jews because they kept fighting until they were freed from slavery. Making a decision or carrying out an act that might seem scary or overwhelming involves a balance of the anxiety and the nerves that you might be feeling, and really digging deep down and finding the courage and the strength to power through. Having too much confidence or too much fear is never a good combination for success, but rather feeling a balance between the two gives the ultimate formula for being successful and achieving the greatness that you are meant to achieve. When I relate these concepts of dealing with internal conflict and making the decision to stand up to fear to my personal life, I immediately revert to my fear of performing. Being in an a cappella group has always been an incredible experience for me, but having a solo was something that took me some time to work towards, and even once I got a solo, I needed to work on performing it with confidence. When you perform with confidence, the entire audience feels that energy, and the performance becomes that much better and that much more impactful. The same idea can be related to my journey to becoming a doctor. Working through the fear of failure in my pre-medical track and with the MCAT has made me a stronger and better person and has helped me learn so much about my strengths and weaknesses. I hope to use these life lessons in the future when I become a doctor. Reaching this goal and overcoming my fears is important to me because I get to be a figure in society that helps keep people safe and alive, which is applicable to the overall theme of working towards peace and justice.